In the headlines, the local business community takes measures to manage the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. A community-based Wi-Fi project makes headway across the country. And modern eye care facilities to open at the Dominica China Friendship Hospital. I am Andrea Louis with the Channel 5 News. Back with the details after this.
Avec Flow, gagnez l'argent, on partit l'argent avec Flow. Gagnez l'argent, on gros sac l'argent. C'est juste ça pour gagner un gros sac l'argent avec Flow. Ani mettez on top up, sign up, quittez yo, et venez joindre Flow. It only gets better with Flow.
Flow terms and conditions apply.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts, with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
Si ou ni maladie HIV et bien maladie sexuelle, si ou pas protéger corps lors qu'on est sexe avec plusieurs monde, ça peut mettre la vie en gros danger. Ou peut exposer tout partenaire au poison et que tant qu'il va venir avec maladie. Servez un condom chaque fois ou qu'on est sexe. Changer qui est important pour découvrir maladie à bonheur ou ça vivre en bonne santé même si ou ni maladie HIV. Pour responsabilité, protéger corps et puis les autres. Examiner corps. Aidez du bout si même maladie HIV et l'autre maladie sexuelle.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD. All for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
Giving away $30,000 in cash, 2 bags of money plus $1,000 every Friday.
With Flow is better every day, and now we're making Fridays great. That's 3 ways that you can play. So listen up.
Top up.
$10 or more.
Sign up.
Just switch to Flow.
Get a plan.
1 gig or more. If you want to win cash galore.
With Flow.
Win a bag of money.
Cash out.
Get a bag of money. What you gonna do with a bag of money? From Flow.
So top up, get a plan, or switch now to win. It only gets better with Flow.
Flow terms and conditions apply.
Thank you for staying with us. First up, government to expand a national task force to include private sector, parliament, unions, and church representatives to educate the people on how to combat the COVID-19 virus. Here is Julian Morris with that story.
The Prime Minister made the announcement at a national consultation on the COVID-19 virus on Friday. Prime Minister Skerrit said he was heartened by the tone and tenor of the contributions made at the consultation. He said he got the feeling that for once there was one Dominica. He called for national cooperation as COVID-19 threatens not just Dominica's economy, but the country's very survival. He said this is a national crisis that demands a national response and that Dominica was a country of limited resources and with its traditional friends already impacted by the virus. Opposition leader Lennox Linton appealed to Dominicans to take care of each other. Linton said Dominica was blessed that it was still on the list of countries not yet affected. Mr. Linton said one of the tough decisions to make was whether it was time for Dominica to close its borders as the U.S. has done.
In other top stories, The Dominica Association of Industry and Commerce, the DAIC, is taking steps to help the private sector manage the impact of the COVID-19 virus on local businesses. The COVID-19 virus was declared a pandemic by the World Health Organization earlier this week as it has spread to over 110 countries around the world. Executive Director of the DAIC, Liz Fabian, says the association is conducting a survey among the private sector to better understand the impact of the COVID-19 virus on local businesses and how best to respond to the situation.
DAIC is conducting a survey on the impact of COVID-19 on the local private sector. We acknowledge that COVID-19 is not only a threat to the health of our citizens, but also a threat to our economic development. This survey seeks to understand the impact thus far on sales, production, logistics, and employee productivity, as well as the greatest anticipated short-term effects of COVID-19 on businesses within the next 12 months, the measures and best practices implemented by our businesses to curb the effect of the virus, and finally, the support required in managing the impact of COVID-19. We encourage responses to this survey by Wednesday, March 18th, and these responses will greatly inform us on the impact of COVID-19 on our local business community.
Apart from the survey, the DAIC will also be meeting with its membership face-to-face to discuss the way forward in light of the COVID-19 pandemic.
We are also pleased to announce a special meeting for membership or the members of the private sector, as well as partners, on Thursday, March 19th from 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. at the Prevo Cinema Ballroom. This special meeting is to receive the most updated information on COVID-19, and the agenda also includes updated protocols and best practices for private sector in managing COVID-19, the report of the local survey, which is currently being conducted, as well as a cutting-edge presentation on crisis management from our director, Mrs. Nikki Moroye Jean-Baptiste.
In other developments, a fully equipped ophthalmology unit at the Dominica China Friendship Hospital to be completed within a few months. Julian Morris tells us more.
Minister for Health, Wellness and New Health Investment, Dr. the Honorable Irving McIntyre, made the remarks in observance of Glaucoma Week. March 8 to 14 is being observed globally as Glaucoma Week under the theme Big, Bit Invisible Glaucoma. Glaucoma is a leading cause of blindness in the world and the leading cause of irreversible blindness in Dominica. The health minister reassures the public that a diagnosis of glaucoma does not automatically mean one will go blind.
Glaucoma is a group of eye diseases which damage the optic nerve of the eye and which result in loss of vision, starting with the side or peripheral vision. Glaucoma is mostly asymptomatic, meaning that persons are not usually aware that their vision is being lost until it is in quite an advanced stage. As a result, glaucoma is referred to as the silent thief of sight. Having a diagnosis of glaucoma does not mean that one will automatically become blind. Most people with glaucoma do not become blind as loss of vision from it can be prevented. Although the disease cannot be cured, it can be controlled.
Policy decisions have been taken at government level to keep in line with the World Health Organization's Global Action Plan on Eye Care for All.
The World Health Organization Global Action Plan on Universal Eye Health calls for access to comprehensive and equitable eye care services for all. In keeping with this and our ministry's aim of promoting healthy lives and well-being for all, the government of Dominica has implemented a policy decision to provide all glaucoma medication at no cost to persons below 18 years and above 60 and older, whilst the other persons who are between the ages of 18 to 60 only pay 50% of the cost. Eye clinics continue in all primary healthcare districts and are free of charge.
The public is being encouraged to get regular eye checkups and join the fight against invisible glaucoma.
The government is now in the process of constructing the Dominica China Friendship Hospital, in which an entire floor of one of the buildings is being designated to house the ophthalmology unit. This unit will be furnished and equipped with fundings from the Brenda Strafford Foundation. This facility is expected to be completed within the next few months. The Ministry of Health wellness, and new health investment, and by extension, the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica encourages everyone to utilize the services being offered. Together, let's join in the fight against the prevention of blindness, more specifically in the prevention of loss of sight from glaucoma.
Hurricane Maria dealt a major blow to government's plans to provide internet access to rural communities across the country in the form of smart centers.
But Executive Director of the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission, NTRC, Craig Nesty, has been involved in an initiative to continue the effort. On Thursday, 15 computers were provided for a computer lab at Soufrière Primary School, which is intended to serve not just students and teachers, but the wider community. A discussion was held in Penville on Thursday on plans to establish a community-based Wi-Fi project there. The plan is to roll these projects out across the country.
As we speak right now, there are communities in Dominica who do not have fixed broadband internet. So the other thing the minister was alluding to was one of the initiatives we're looking forward to doing is rolling out community-based Wi-Fi projects to sort of stem that gap until the telecom providers can generate sufficient capacity to connect everybody island-wide.
This project would ensure that internet service is provided to communities at a much more affordable rate.
The Community Wi-Fi initiative has received a lot of traction internationally. Dominica Internet Society chapter has also won a grant, $30,000, to do a community Wi-Fi project in Grand Forks. And I think there's another community Wi-Fi project set up for Petit Soufrière. We have a community Wi-Fi project now that's being completed in the Benz community. And I think there's some initiative to expand it to Ansoldat and Ans-de-May, because they've now seen the benefit of what has happened in the Benz community. So there's a lot of traction to actually reach out to these rural areas, either through the Universal Service Fund, through the Dominica Internet Society chapter, and the other project was done for an organization called FRIDA, which is a technology grant organization that funds different technological initiatives, which the NTRC was fortunate to win in 2017. So, and based on how that goes, we will look at the gaps that are currently in the landscape of telecommunication services in Dominica and try to infill those gaps with community initiatives. What we hope is the community initiatives will not only provide them with access to the internet, but drive more and more people onto a digital platform and provide services within the community that they could now trade and barter commerce online.
You are watching the Channel 5 News. Stay tuned for more after the break.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD. All for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
Avec Flow, gagnez l'argent, on partit l'argent avec Flow. Gagnez l'argent, on gros sac l'argent. C'est juste ça pour gagner un gros sac l'argent avec Flow. Animez on top up, sign up, quittez yo, every video join Flow. It only gets better with Flow.
Flow terms and conditions apply.
Les moun qui ni TB estene et ben tout c'est, moun qui en bonne santé oli ouin ka respirer c'est vermine là. Moun qui pa ni bon tempérament, kon sa ki ni maladie HIV, alcool, ka fumer, ti mamay et grand moun bien sensible pour ces maladies ça là. Moun qui ka toussé ni pour prendre précaution les yo en parmi moun en place publique, couvert bouche ou le ka estene toussé. Visitez docteur et ben place santé. Fini tout traitement yo ba ou sa joine guérison et puis maladie TB. En responsabilité ou aider du bout si mais maladie TB et HIV, protéger corps et les autres.
With Flow, when I bag our money, cash out. Get a bag of money. What you gonna do with a bag of money? Yeah. From Flow.
Yo, check this. Flow is giving away $30,000 in cash.
Oh, yeah.
2 bags of money. money plus a grand every Friday.
With Flow is better every day, and now we're making parties great. That's 3 ways that you can play. So listen up.
Top up!
$10 or more.
Sign up!
Just switch to Flow.
Get a plan!
1 gig or more. If you wanna win cash galore.
With Flow!
Win a bag of money.
Cash out!
Get a bag of money. What you gonna do with a bag of money? From Flow.
So top up, get a plan, or switch now to win. It only gets better with Flow.
Flow terms and conditions apply.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts, with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
Welcome back. Flow's marketing and customer service team went in search of the first winner of the recently launched Bag of Money promotion on Friday. Let's take a look.
Here you are. We are happy that you are here. We had to wait for you a little bit, but we do not mind. We would like to say congratulations to you in a big way for being a Flow customer, and you are in fact our very first winner in our Win a Bag of Money campaign. Every week we're giving away $1,000, $500 to 2 winners, and you are our very first winner. At the end of March as well, we'll be giving away $10,000. I'm going back in there. You're going back in there. And at the end of April, another $10,000. So congratulations again to Nurse Pamela Bellot Baron. She's the first winner in our Win a Bag of Money campaign. Flow Win a Bag of Money campaign. $500 cash. What did she do? She's a postpaid customer, a new postpaid customer with Flow, and we're happy to have her as part of the Flow family. Francine, let's have a little chat with Nurse Bella. $500 cash. $500 cash with Nurse Baron. Come in, Francine, come in. Come in, the rest of the guys, come in. Let's surround Nurse Baron. First of all, Nurse Baron, how long have you been a Flow customer? Boy, since I was a little girl. Since I was a little girl. She's right. We've been around for a while. Probably older than she is. So she's right. And what services do you have with Flow?
I have the home phone, the postpaid phone. Yes, I had the internet at one time. I just haven't got it right now.
So we're working on that.
Yeah.
Excellent. And what do you love most about Flow?
Everything really, because you all are very attendant to me. I don't know about other people, I can speak for myself. But when I come, if I don't have time to wait, I just hand somebody my check and say,
What would you say to other customers out there who are hoping to win in the Win a Bag of Money campaign?
Well, you know what to do, I sign up.
A call for individuals to come forward and report cases of domestic abuse. Julian Morris explains.
The Bureau of Gender Affairs observes a week of activities to mark International Women's Day, which was celebrated on the 8th of March under the theme, Each for Equal. An equal world is an empowered world. Acting Director of the Bureau, Melissa Morgan, says one of the main challenges still facing women is that of domestic violence.
Looking at the recent statistics on gender-based violence, we realize that women continue to dominate, the list of reported cases. They're almost 86% of all cases of gender-based violence are reported by women. So we can see that, there are still power imbalances between, relationships that cause women to be most likely abused in a relationship.
Though a lot of attention is placed on women in abusive relationships, data shows that children also fall in the domestic abuse category.
And when you look closer at the statistics, you realize that some of the more reported cases are children under the age of 16, female girl child. Boys are also abused, but the statistics show that girls are more likely to report or come forward or be abused. Secondly, we find that 25% of all the reported cases are women in intimate partner relationships, so domestic violence, so either by a boyfriend, a husband, they continue to be physically or sexually abused.
The Bureau is working towards creating more enabling environments to ensure victims of abuse feel comfortable reporting their situation.
We've realized there is, still need to raise awareness. Domestic violence is still a taboo subject in many communities. It's not something that people willingly speak of. Quite recently, we did a research in 3 communities on domestic violence and how it affects women, how it affects men. And, what we've realized is a lot of people are still scared to come forward and report. They're still uncertain of, what kind of support is out there. So we have realized, not only on our end, but, in terms of frontline service providers, that we need to do a lot of more awareness, inform the public on the services that we provide, and it's something that we're working on. So people can feel, survivors of gender-based violence, domestic violence, both men and women can come forward and report these issues.
And the NewsFri primary school pupils have been challenged to make use of the available technology to improve their chances of securing a successful future. The challenge to the students to dream bigger came from their parliamentary representative, Honorable Denise Charles, as she addressed the opening of a computer lab at the school on Thursday. The 15 computers were provided through a public-private sector partnership between the Ministry of Education, the NTRC, and Universal Service Fund.
Remember that I want you to excel and have the best opportunities to achieve your dreams. You can only do so if you stay focused, use technology to learn more, and believe in yourself. Always remember that any change you want in your life begins with you. So, I can assist you to become a doctor, engineer, farmer, electrician, nurse, or teacher if you first want to. Then you do your very best and you have to maintain good grades. Remember, each of you are my bright stars in the constituency, and you are going to help me make the NewsFri constituency the best village in Dominica. Do you agree? Can you help me do that? Yeah! So do you promise that you're going to keep good grades? Yeah! You're going to take good care of your computer lab? Yeah! And you're going to obey and respect your teachers and your parents?
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD. All for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
Away $40,000 in cash, oh, yeah. 2 bags of money plus $1,000 every Friday.
We're flowing better every day, and now we're making Fridays great. That's 3 ways that you can play. So listen up.
Top up.
$10 or more.
Sign up.
Just switch the flow.
Get a plan.
1 gig or more. If you wanna win cash galore.
With Flow.
Win a bag of money.
Cash out.
Get a bag of money. What you gonna do with a bag of money? Yeah. From Flow.
So top up, get a plan, or switch now to win. It only gets better with Flow.
Flow terms and conditions apply.
Here are some tips to reduce mosquito presence in and around your home. Keep water storage containers properly covered. Remove containers that can collect water from your surroundings. Keep garbage bins tightly covered. Pick up your litter and remove all tires from your yard. Keep gutters free of leaves and twigs to prevent stagnant water. Prevent Zika, dengue, and chikungunya. Fight the bite. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
This message is supported by Flow.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts, with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
Avec Flow, gagnez l'argent, on partit l'argent avec Flow. Gagnez l'argent, on gros sac l'argent. C'est juste ça pour gagner un gros sac l'argent avec Flow. Animez on top up, sign up, quittez yo, et then vite joindre Flow. It only gets better with Flow.
Flow terms and conditions apply.
To end the news, the headlines again. The local business community takes steps to manage the impact of the COVID-19 virus. A community-based Wi-Fi project makes headway across the country. And modern eye care facilities to open at the Dominica China Friendship Hospital. Feel free to access our past newscasts on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the entire production team, I am Andrea Louis, and to all of our viewers around the world, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful weekend.